What's going on, guys? It's Carnage Pure here, and for today's video what I'm doing is I am filling in a subscriber request on how to stay alive on a streak and get chems, etc. And this suggestion was given to me about a month ago on one of my videos, and the guy's name was Mythical Demon, and he asks, "Hey Pure, can you do some tips and tricks at staying on a streak and not dying? I suck at it." So I'll be doing that this video, trying to give you guys some tips and tricks and enlighten you on how to stay alive. For example, this gameplay in the background, which will be relevant to my points, this commentary is going to be in segments, so it might sound a little jumpy as I'm doing separate commentaries for the different bits in the gameplay in the background, if that makes any sense at all. So the gameplay in the background here is my 118-second chem, my fastest chem, and it's not too quick to be honest compared to some others. But as you can see, I'm getting a lot of kills like really quickly. I'm running around in the spawn and I'm picking people off, constantly killing, running around, not camping. That's the thing I want to mention there, not camping. If you camp, I strongly believe that if you camp, you die more often. It gives the enemies a chance to work out where you are, gives your brain a chance to actually realise what you've done. You know, if I'd stopped moving here, I'd be like, holy crap, I just got so many kills then. But I kept moving, I got too many kills to actually register what kind of streak I was on. So when I actually got the chem, I was like, what? Already? So that's one thing. Do not camp. Keep moving. Unless, you know, it's part of the gameplay to camp, part of something you need to do. For example, say if you're going for a really unique gameplay, then you might need to take it slower. Then that's fine. But if you're just going for a chem, I'd say definitely run around more, because your enemies don't actually have a chance. So that's my first point covered. Now my second tip would be to keep your composure and make the right decisions. Look here, I was low on ammo, these two enemies weren't looking, I knifed them. I don't need to use bullets, they're not looking at me, they have no threat to me. I can knife them, get 60 bullets more, so I can carry on with my streak. This gameplay was from my first ever chem on Favela, so that shows me making the right decision. Because I didn't need to shoot them, did I? They were not looking at me, they were looking somewhere else in another gunfight, so I could get that ammo and not use my bullets and save my ammo. And look who I just killed here, right here. Look in the feed. That person there was iTemp. He has 120,000 subscribers. I have less than 1,000. Don't be scared of people who either have YouTube or high KDs or anything like that. Go into each game expecting people to be the best players in the world. That way, when people against you start making the bad decisions, you can capitalize on it by getting the kills, which will seem easy to you as you expect them to be the best player in the world. So right here, when I get my chem, you see me keep my composure. I don't sit there thinking, yes, I got the chem, that's a YouTube gameplay. I knife this guy, see another guy, bang on the floor, get up, knife him. He could not outsmart me there. I was one step ahead of him, if that makes sense. I had him ready, I had him in my pocket. He was running in, I went prone, he didn't know where I went because I was in that dead body, and then I got up and knifed him. That again is keeping composure. So my next tip is to use the correct playstyle for your gun. Now the gun I'm using is the Honey Badger with foregrip and VMR sight, and this was taken from the gameplay, which was a switch sight every kill chem. Now you see me obviously after each kill switch my sight, and like right there I barely peek around the corner. I was taking this gameplay slow. The chem wasn't even too slow, but you see my playstyle. I don't run around. I don't run around trying to gun down 5 people at once. I take each gunfight as a one-on-one gunfight. You never see me get involved in a gunfight with more than 1 people in this, and I take every gunfight in a precautious manner. I barely show myself. I'm always in cover. For instance, right here, look, I barely peek around the corner. Only a little bit of me is shown. See that guy down there? If he'd have turned around, he would have barely had a good shot on me, whereas I would have had the advantage being on higher ground and in cover. So if you can get yourself in cover and at an advantage over your enemy, then you will definitely die less and you'll get more kills naturally that way. So there's the chem that I got. I took that game really slow in that area. I was always in cover and I didn't lose my composure like what I said in my last tip. Now my final tip is literally to not hold your breath. And what I mean by that is don't hold your breath. When you are deep in concentration, when you're a few off getting a really good gameplay that you've worked hard for instance this gameplay, it was actually from the same gameplay as the tip before. I was on course for a double chem, a double switch sight every kill chem. Yeah, it was bearing down on the end of the game, and I was panicking, because you see me knife there, that's just a lack of concentration from me not aiming in properly and then switching the sight with the knife button. That's just a lack of concentration because I was panicking. And why was I panicking? Because I was holding my breath. That means when you hold your breath, your hands start to shake because there's less oxygen going around your blood, so your hands start to shake. If you breathe deeply, if you just, like an anger management course, if you breathe, you start to, your concentration returns, you play a lot better. I've noticed that. And I never sort of shake now, apart from when I'm a few off like a really, really good gameplay. I never really shake. If I was like just 2 off a chem, I'd just be running around like, yep, la-di-da, I don't care. But for this gameplay, because I'd worked so hard for it, because I'd grinded for so long, I was concentrating so hard. I was holding my breath, my hands were shaking, and it resulted in me not dying, but choking, because I was taking it too slow. My brain was realising, I was getting closer and closer to this gameplay, so I was going slower and slower in terms of my playstyle, and then I just ran out of time. So I choked this gameplay, and that's all because I held my breath and I thought too much about the gameplay. So if you are good enough not to lose your concentration, not to hold your breath, and remain focused throughout the gameplay, then you will inevitably die less and get better gameplays, get better KD, and stay on more streaks. So guys, this is the end of the video. I hope these tips helped you. I might do a few more subscriber request videos should any requests be left in the comments. So if you have one, be sure to leave it as a comment. I'll be sure to check it out. I might not do it depending on what it is, but if I can do it, then I'll try my best to do it. And drop a like if this helped, and I'll see you in the next video.